there, guys. How are you today? Thanks for joining me. I am so happy to be here today, and I am very excited that you've chosen to join me and spend your time with me today. So today, we're just going to get right into it. First, I do want to apologize. I was originally planning on uploading once a week to start, and then, you know, life gets in the way, and this is the busiest time of the year for pretty much everybody, but especially for me at work. So I'm not sure yet what the filming schedule is going to be like, but I'm trying to figure it out. So bear with me while I get it all situated and figured out. But also, there is one other thing I want to show you guys before we get started. Is this not the cutest? I love it so much. My friend Cassidy Archer, she made this for me. She and I designed this together, and she made it, and it turned out just absolutely perfect, exactly how I imagined. So thank you to Cassidy. I love it, and I just wanted to show it off to everybody. Just do that one more time. Isn't it so cute? Okay, so now that that's out of the way, thank you, Cassidy. So today I want to share with you all of, well, not all, but most of my current favorites. So these are products that I have been using for a long time, products that I'm very familiar with, and yeah, so let's just get started. We're going to start, this is the E.L.F. Oh, it's so dirty, I'm sorry. I guess I need to start learning to clean my products off before I start filming. Okay, this is the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. I've been using this for a good long while. You can see. I actually did just recently buy another one because this one is just about had it. So I like to put this in just my T-zone, mostly just right here where I have the largest pores, and this just really helps to conceal the pores and helps give you a smoother base to put your foundation on. Sorry, let me bring my mirror a little bit closer, and let me pull my hair back before we get into the rest of it, or put my bangs back anyway. Get those out of the way. Okay, so next I have been really loving this super long named product. It is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. This is what it looks like. I have mine in the shade Light. So this is good to use if you want a glowy base underneath your foundation. I've heard that it could possibly be used as a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I love you, Charlotte. Hollywood Flawless Filter, I think is what it's called. I don't have it because, well, it's Charlotte Tilbury. And she's a bit out of my price range, unfortunately. She has very beautiful products, though, from what I've seen. I've never used any of them, but I would love to one day. Okay, so I just kind of rub that in with the sponge all over the face, and then I'm going to take my sponge. This is the EcoTools biodegradable sponge, which I love. Not only is it a great makeup sponge, but it's biodegradable, so you're helping the environment, too, when you use it. Okay, so I just press that down into the skin. You can see, hopefully, do I need to, so you can see the glow that that gave to the skin. But then I'm gonna glow it up a little bit more because, you know, who doesn't want to glow? So for foundation, my favorite foundation, I actually have several, and it just kind of depends on my mood, whether I'm wanting a full coverage, a medium coverage, a tinted moisturizer. It kind of just depends on what I'm wanting for that day. But this is, so these are actually two products that I use, and I mix them. And I have been using this particular combination, oh goodness, for at least a couple of years. So this is the Revlon Candid, Photoready Candid Foundation. This is the shade 240, but I also just recently picked up the shade 260 because, you know, in the summer I got just a little bit darker, so I got just a slightly deeper shade. And then I like to mix it with the QMS Active Glow Tinted Day Cream. And this, as far as I know, only comes in one shade, which it is sheer, it's very sheer, but it's still too dark for me. Even as sheer as it is, it's like, I don't know, let me pump some out of my hand and I'll show you how dark it is. So, okay, it's not showing up as dark on camera as it actually is. It's dark. But I've been on their website to see if they did have different shades, and as far as I can tell, there's only the one. However, I'm not going to recommend that you go out and buy this, simply because this product is $110. Yes, you heard me correctly, $110. A tinted moisturizer, basically. I got mine from BoxyCharm, and every time BoxyCharm sells it in their pop-up sales or their add-on sales, I stock up because I love it, but I'm not going to spend $110 on a tinted moisturizer. Sorry, QMS. So, yeah, unless you, but I don't know, there's something about this mixed with this Revlon foundation. Let me just put it on and show you. I'm going to go ahead and use the shade 260 Chai. And I don't know, there is just something about this. Maybe now you can see the difference. No, you can't. I should have put that side by side. There's something about these two products mixed together that just, it looks so beautiful and natural on the skin, or at least on my skin. So I'm just going to go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to use my fingers. That's how I usually apply it, just because it gives me, I feel like, the most natural finish. Okay. And yes, go Mariners! I'm going to drink my coffee. Christ Coffee Cosmetics. I have to have my coffee while I'm doing my makeup, so cheers. It's just coffee, I promise. It's just black coffee. Concealer. Now, I actually have 3 products here. I couldn't narrow it down, I'm sorry, that I use almost all the time when I do concealer. So the first one is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This is actually the color corrector. This is the brightener corrector for the under eyes. And I also have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer in the shade 110 Fair. So yeah, I love to use these. I usually just use one or the other depending on how dark my under eyes are that day. If I need a real brightening, if I have a lot of blue under my eyes, I will usually use the color corrector or the brightener. If I don't have quite so much blue, I'll use the concealer. I also really love the NARS Radiant Cream Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light 2 Vanilla. So these are probably the 3 concealers that I use the most. I do have several other concealers that I'd trade off on. But today, you know, I slept pretty good last night, so let's use the Maybelline eraser. This is, like I said, this is in the shade Fair. So we're just going to click that up. And I just apply it. I'm going to dab it on lightly to the under eye, and then I go across just lightly. We're going to do that in the same way on the other side. Just kind of dab it across. Okay, we're going to take our sponge. Sorry, I'm trying not to lean too far forward. Maybe I can move some of this stuff out of my way and bring my mirror forward a little bit. That looks all nice and blended. So for powder, this is the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder. It is almost empty. I need to get on Ciate's website. I will order this. I don't know for sure how much it is. I think it's in the $25 range. So for as long as the setting powder lasts me, that's a really good price because it'll last me probably a year. So yeah, this powder is so just silky, so smooth. It doesn't feel, I don't really know how to describe it. It doesn't feel like powder is sitting on my face. It feels so comfortable. It doesn't bother me in the slightest to use this powder. It doesn't make my skin feel dry. It doesn't look like powder after I've put it on. You don't have that powdery finish. You know what I'm saying? So let's just go ahead and apply this. I'm going to put a little bit on this is a Morphe and L'Oreal collaboration brush. This is the A32 brush. And these brushes are amazing. I was so happy when they finally came back in stock, because they were out of stock for the longest time. That's how they sold out quick. And L'Oreal, if you don't know, he is a makeup artist. And these brushes are just, oh, they're so soft. Okay, so I'm sweeping that powder where I put that concealer under the eye. Just making sure that that is smooth. I'm going to put it kind of around my nose because that is where foundation typically rubs off the fastest on me. Oh, and it smells good. Yes, it smells like coconut. So if your skin has a problem with coconut, you probably will not like this. So for bronzer, I actually have two different shades in this depending on the time of year. And it is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Yes, this is the old packaging. This is the shade bronzer. It's the medium shade, so I don't use it quite as often, so that's why I still have the old packaging on that. Although, here, I'll show you the other one I have. I still have the old packaging in the light bronzer, but you can see how much more often I use this one. So I will probably be picking up a light bronzer sometime in the near future. But for today's video, and just because I am still a little bit deeper, from summer, my summer tan hasn't totally gone away yet, if you can call it that. I don't like the sun. I'm sorry, sun. I love you, but I don't really like you. Anyway, so this is a Luxe 502 brush, big fluffy brush. I'm going to just kind of tap off the excess and start applying it. I don't apply it where you would apply contour. I don't go down this low because bronzer, this is something that gets on my nerves. Whenever I see makeup artists using bronzer as contour, I'm sorry. It's just, Composure. I'm really trying to get past the rant. I'm sorry. Moving on. Okay, I do go up on my forehead a little bit. Yes, this is a contour area, but also this is a spot where sunlight, if you don't have bangs, naturally hits your face. The spot on your forehead is a spot where, if you don't have bangs like me, the sun is naturally going to hit, and so you're naturally going to have some bronze there. So yes, even though I have bangs, I do put bronzer on my forehead. And I do go down the neck just to warm things up so I don't look so pale, and so my neck kind of matches the rest of my face. Alright, and then whatever's left on my brush, I just kind of slide it across my nose just so I do look like I have a little bit of a tan across my nose. So I look like I've been out in the sun, even though in reality I never go out in the sun. Okay, so next, I probably should have done this before powder, but this product is the most amazing product on the planet. And that is the MAC Paint Pot. I have mine in the shade Painterly. It is a cream eyeshadow, technically. I use it as an eyeshadow base. This product is the most amazing product on the planet, in my opinion. Let's just, don't come for me. In my opinion, this is the most amazing product on the planet. I will apply it usually with my fingers, sometimes with a brush, sometimes with a sponge, but I just put a little tiny bit on my fingertip, and then I just pat it across my eyelid. This product is the most amazing product because it dries down, it does not move, it does not budge, it will not crease. It gets rid of all of the red, all of the blue on your eyelid. I mean, look at the difference between this and this. Look at how this cancels out. I do have a few other eyeshadow bases that once in a while I will dabble in, but this is such a staple in my makeup routine. The eyeshadow just sits on top of it so good. It stays put all day. The eyeshadow will stay put all day. It will not move, it will not crease. I don't know what voodoo is in this little jar, but it's incredible. Thank you, MAC. I'm not going to do blush yet because I have more than one favorite blush and I'm not entirely sure which one I want to do yet. I guess it's going to kind of depend on the eye look that I create. So this is currently my favorite eyeshadow palette. It is the ColourPop You're Golden palette. Let me just show you. I can create so many looks. I mean, how perfect is this for fall? You have every shade you need for fall, really. I mean, any time of the year, really. But this is the palette I've been dipping into the most for fall. And I can create so many different looks with this. Okay, so I think as the transition shade, I'm gonna go in here with this shade called Cruise. And just going to make sure you can. Okay, so I'm just going to start running that through the crease. I like to take it a little bit higher above the crease. Also run it a little bit on the eyelid. Well, let's just do a fall. I'm going to go in next with this shade called, but you can see it anyway, it's called Secret Spot. It's a nice rusty color for fall, so we're going to use that in the crease. This is another Morphe and Ariel brush. This is the A25. blender brush. So I'm going to start by stamping that on the outside corner of the eyelid, and then just kind of blending it out and up into the crease. I'm going to take just a little bit more and run it through the crease, blend it up into that transition shade a little bit above the brow, or above the bone here, because I have a little bit of a hooded eye, and so I like to have the color a little bit higher here. You can see, so that when my eyes are open and I'm looking forward at you, you can still see that color and it's not hidden in the crease. It also kind of gives the illusion that your eyes aren't quite as hooded as they are. It's just a little trick. Here's a ColourPop E28. I'm just going to use this little tiny fluffy brush. I'm going to dip into that first shade that we used, Cruise. This might be too stiff. We're just going to run that close to the lash line. I'm actually going to go back into that first brush, the Make It by Tammy brush. I'm going to pinch the ends of it, and I'm just going to kind of, I'm not putting any more product on it, I'm just going to run that a little bit lower in the under eye crease to bring that transition shade down just a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to just use the same ColourPop brush and go back into that second shade that we used, this Secret Spot shade. And I'm going to go right up close to the lash line with this one. Connect it to, or this corner here, so that it's all cohesive. I'm just going to run it probably about halfway across, not all the way. Do that on this side. Connect it to that other outer corner so that the shades and then I'm trying to decide which shimmer shade I want to use. Actually, you know what? As much as I love the shimmer shades in this one, let's go into the fun bag here. These are all of my ColourPop Supershock shadows. There's some liners in here. There's some gel shadows, or some jelly matte shadows in here. There's, I actually have, oops. This right here is a blush, and let's open it. Yeah, the fun bag. But these Supershock shadows are the best. Oh, they're so gorgeous. You can tell I get excited. These are definitely my favorites, and no, I don't have just one favorite of these. Let's see, what kind of a look? Let's do, I think we're going to do this one. It's kind of got that, let me open it, that rusty gold color to it. This is the shade like a shot. Oh, they feel so nice. They're like butter. I mean, they're just so creamy. It's so beautiful. I mean, this one is a little bit more muted than some of the others, because I mean, these Supershock shadows, some of them are quite shocking when you put them on. You want a shimmer on your eye? Yeah, go for ColourPop Supershock shadows. They are the best. This one is a little bit more muted in intensity, but oh, I mean, look how glossy that is. It just gives the perfect amount of shine. And look at the difference. It's just so good. So most shimmers I like to apply with my fingertip, just because it applies better. You have a little bit more control. You lay it down a little bit better. It will stick where you put it better instead of on a brush. I mean, oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So good. Yeah, let's do eyeliner. So, you can see how much these are loved. These are the KVD tattoo liners. I mean, can you tell how much I love these? Trooper, which is black, and Mad Max brown. And I think I'm going to use, for this look, I'm going to use Mad Max brown. And I can't talk and apply liner at the same time, so I'll be right back. Okay, liner is on. These liners, I've been using these liners, not these particular, you know, I've bought many of these liners over the years. And I've tried other liners. This is a brush tip liner. Let me see. I prefer those over the felt tip liners. Just look how straight and smooth that went on. There's no skipping. There's no feathering. I mean, it's just so good. Now listen. I'm thinking I already know which blush I'm going to use, but I have 3 shades here in front of me. They are the blushes that I go to the most often. This blush is probably actually my absolute favorite color shade of blush. It is from Juvia's Place. It is the Serafina blush. It's a powder blush. I mean, oh, it's the perfect pinky peach, corally color. It's perfect. I use it mostly in summer, but I do use it in the fall and winter because it's so pretty. Now, these are the, I have to apologize for this one right now. I dropped it a while back. These are the Revlon just powder blushes. So this is the shade Apricot and this is the shade Naughty Nude. Now they are kind of similar. Apricot is a little bit more of the pinky peach color, and Naughty Nude is a little bit more of a neutral pink, and this is the one I think I'm going to use. It does have a shimmer in it, which I really, actually all 3, it's funny, all 3 of these blushes that I just showed you have a shimmer in them, and I was just going to say I don't actually prefer blushes with a shimmer. I prefer a matte blush, but obviously not, because these are my favorite. So I like to glow. What can I say? I don't know. I mean, but usually when I use these blushes that have the shimmers in them, I don't also use a highlight. So just going to go in. This is an Ulta Beauty blush brush, and I like to start by stamping it up a little bit higher. This is just how this is my preference for applying blush. You apply blush how it looks good on you. We all have different face shapes. We all have different cheekbone shapes, and you need to apply it how it looks good on you. So this is just how I prefer. I kind of go around a little bit in a C, but I kind of keep it concentrated up in this area just to give it a little bit more of a lifted look. And I start out really light-handed with these blushes because they are pigmented. I may build it up a little bit. You can already see that glow from that blush. So, like I said, usually when I wear these blushes, I do not apply highlighter as well, but I'm going to because I want to show you this highlighter. Okay, so the highlighter I'm going to use today is from Benefit. This is in the shade Cookie. They have several different shades. This is the one that I have been using the most recently. So I'm just going to take my ColourPop F33 brush to apply this. We're just going to kind of stipple it a little bit on the cheek. I will blend it in. I'm not going to leave a harsh line of... But I like to blend it in with my fingertips. I mean, look at that. Yeah, some of the shine is from the blush, but I mean, look at that beautiful glow. I don't really do my brows. I have very few brow products. Look at it. This is where I keep my brow products. Is this not the cutest thing? My friend Gabriel found this for me at a garage sale that she and I went to. She's like, oh, Wilda, look, you have to have this. It was 50 cents. Are you kidding me? How adorable. So yeah, I bought it. Okay, so probably the lash product that I use the most. Okay, I go back and forth. This is the Maybelline Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. I have mine in the shade Soft Brown. And then I also use the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. And this is in the shade Caramel, or Caramel, however you say it. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use the Maybelline one. It's the one that I do probably use the most. Let me just brush these up real quick. But I have decent brows. I don't feel like I really need to spend a lot of time filling them in. I know that's a concern for a lot of women that I've seen. They have minimal brows, so I would say I'm pretty fortunate to not have that issue. And most of the time I actually just ignore my brows. I kind of just forget them. So I don't have a lot of brow products. Most of the brow products I own actually came from BoxyCharm. I did buy this though. I don't even know if it's doing anything, honestly. I mean, I guess it is. It looks a little bit darker than the other one. Okay, I'm going to kind of just brush that through, diffuse that color a little bit, just so it looks a little bit more natural. Go to lips. My favorite, now I don't have a favorite lip pencil shade, but I do have a favorite lip pencil brand, and it's from NYX. I love the NYX lip pencils. This is the slide on, glide on, stay on, and definitely a turn on lip pencil. I have several other, the slim lip pencils, the retractable ones. I have a few of those. This is in the shade Nude Suede Shoes. It's just a really nice nudie pink color. I think it'll go with the lipstick that I picked out, so just apply that. And I like to just kind of draw that on all over. It kind of helps the lipstick stay a little bit better, a little bit longer. Okay, just gonna kind of press that in. I like to make sure that it's in the lip line. For lipsticks, now I was thinking about this. I'm like, I don't have a favorite lipstick. I mean, I wear lipsticks, but my lips always react to lipstick, and they will peel a lot, and they're chapped. But then I remembered I just recently, well, not recently, I have gone through this is probably my third tube of this particular lipstick, and I actually just recently bought a fourth. So maybe I do have a favorite. This is the Morphe Cream Lipstick in the shade Forevs. this is what it looks like. It's just the perfect nude color for my skin tone, and I hope that they never discontinue this shade. That was why I actually bought the fourth one, was because they stopped selling it at Ulta. I used to always buy these at Ulta, and they stopped selling the Morphe lipsticks at Ulta, and so I got on the Morphe website and I'm like, please do not have discontinued this, and they had it in stock, so I bought one because I had just recently bought this one. You can see I haven't used this one very often, but I have used others in the past all the way down, I mean, to here. I mean, it was gone. So yeah, I do use this lipstick probably the most out of all of the lip colors that I own. And I mean, it's just the perfect, like I said, the perfect nude for me. Morphe, if you ever discontinue this, I will come for you. Okay. I love you. Okay, and just recently I discovered these lip glosses. They have been out for a while. This is from Tower 28. This is the shade Chestnut. These are their Shine On lip jellies. I wear these a lot of the times just by themselves. I picked these up for my birthday, so it has been fairly recent. My birthday was just a couple of weeks ago. But I have very, very quickly become obsessed, and I want to order more of these shades. They are so comfortable. I have never worn a lip gloss that is more comfortable than this is. I don't know what ingredients are in here. I also have the shade Coconut, and I also have a clear shade. And I got these for my birthday from Sephora. So I've actually never worn this combination before, so we'll see how it turns out. Oh, actually that looks nice. Actually, I'm having a monochromatic moment here. Everything is the same color, it looks like, on my monitor. I don't know how it's gonna look when I edit, but like my eyeshadow and my lips are the same color. It is what it is. Okay, so I always do mascara and brow gel if I use brow gel last, because I like to spray, do a face mist or setting spray. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. You can see how much I enjoy this. I'm just going to spritz it all over, mostly on the perimeters, but I do kind of go all over. Yeah, I love it. It just feels so good on the skin. I'm sorry. So I probably do go overboard with the spritzing, but alright, so I'm going to do mascara. Let me curl my lashes first, and then I'll talk about my mascaras that I have picked out. So I have two mascaras that I have been using a lot recently, and for this look I think I'm actually going to use the brown black. So let me talk about the black first. This is the Uma Beauty by Sharon C. It is the drugstore brand for Uma Beauty. This is the Level Up mascara, or Batter Boom mascara. It's a volumizing mascara. This is in the shade black. This is what it looks like. I found this at Walmart. This is a really good mascara. It doesn't bother my eyes. It doesn't make my eyes itch or water, or it doesn't flake. It doesn't smudge. It doesn't move around. You put it on, it stays on. So this is a really good one. The mascara that I'm going to be using today is probably one that most of you have used in the past if you're not currently using it. It is a cult classic. This is the original L'Oreal voluminous mascara. Like I said, this is in the shade brown black. Okay, so, but I started using this color probably last spring, so I've gotten through a couple of these tubes already. Okay, mascara is on. So I started wearing this particular shade just to give my eyes, my lashes a more natural look, because in the summer I don't usually wear a lot of makeup just because it's so hot here and so humid, especially this last summer was so humid and it just like melts right off. So I don't usually wear a lot of makeup in the summer, and so I was wanting something that was a little bit more natural. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the Saint Luxe Brow Gel. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I think it was last month. I've been using it when I use brow gel. This is just clear. Back to the mascara. I started using it just for a more natural look, and sorry, my coffee pot just went off. That was the beeping. So I just wanted a more natural lash look, and I actually usually wear this mascara without a liner, and I'll just do a really simple eye look, even more simple than this even, and just put on a coat or two of the black brown mascara. And also I started where I pair these two. I will wear the black mascara on the top lashes and the brown on the bottom lash, just again so that you have some lash definition on the bottom, but it's not quite so harsh, if that makes sense. Okay, so I think that was everything. Let me, ow, my thing got caught in my hair. Ow. Okay, it's not supposed to happen. Alright, so take the hair down. I have not done anything with my hair. I showered last night. That's why I had it pulled back. Probably looks, it looks fine, I guess. Anyway, so this is the finished look. I probably need to put some earrings in, but I'm not going to because I'm not going anywhere. I really hope that I can get videos posted every week. I don't know yet what day. I'm kind of aiming maybe for Wednesdays, but I'm not entirely sure yet. So just subscribe, click the bell, and then you'll get a notification of every time that I upload. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like or hit the like button. Leave me a comment telling me what you want to see in future videos. Comment anything. Just comment, hey, comment if you enjoyed it, comment if you didn't enjoy it, comment on what I can do better to make the videos more watchable. I don't know. just whatever. Just give me your feedback. I want it all. Just enjoy your day, whatever you are doing. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.